Hi, chat. Hello. Dun, 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 dun. Hello. Thank you for the lyric search. Mhm. Oh, I needed to make sure. Yep, okay, that's muted. What else am I forgetting? Something, probably. Hi, Melcy. Okay, I'm gonna stop playing with the volume button on music. Like there. The thing is, this track from Swan Lake is actually really quiet. So, wonder what it's gonna play next. I'm gonna leave it there for a second. Two major storms of full sun weather has happened. Yay. Yeah, yeah, we're in the middle of the very hot day. It's supposed to be hotter tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it. Uh, you know, here we are. I get to stay inside most of the day, so I can't like super complain. A wild Whimsmer appears. Why do I think that's not a Whimsmer on screen? Unless I'm crazy? Let me make that a little bigger on the screen, actually. Because we can afford to... No, afford to have a bigger, cute Pokemon, I think. Streets flooded and canceled the evening Kennedy stuff. Oof. Oh, it played, another quiet song, so we're good for now. Okay. Shh. Mama, shush. Okay. Yeah, our heat wave is so, amazingly timed. It always happens in July, let's be honest. It's always around July 4th, or in your case, July 1st. It's always the hottest days of the year. It's so stupid. Why did we. Why? Why is there. Well, I mean, I know why. But why is our holiday on, like, the hottest day of the month, year? Well, no, I think it probably gets hotter later, but, like, it's good. The first really crazy day was probably today. It's been warm. It's been hot. Don't get me wrong, but today was on
Hello
another
there.
level.
Canadian Drag Zero N just
Okay,
resubscribed for 50 months. Thanks
so
to @ShadowMousy for my sub gift.
did we get a double hello there? No, I don't think so. I think I fixed that. So that's one of the things I tweaked. I'm glad it's working. I need to tweak it some more because I discovered a feature inside Twitch alerts. And I'm going to have to look and see if I can figure out how to make it not double alert. That's the only problem here. Yeah, that's fun. Thank you for the. Oh, how many months is it? 50 months, it says. Very nice. Thank you, Mousy. Thank you, Dragon. Yeah, it's fun story. So I was poking around to make sure all the alerts were set up for the charity stuff, which it was already all set up. Um, Difference is I needed to know which to make sure they would actually show up on here. Make sure that everything was all good, and then I realized, funny story, I hadn't uh named the two different Twitch alert boxes I had, so then I had to figure out which one was which. And as I was messing around and doing that and stuff, I discovered a new feature they've added in recent months. Actually, two new features. At least I think they're new. New to me. New to me noticing these things. One was the fact that I can, for each of the events that they have that can trigger an alert, I can specify the alert, so to speak, for up to, I think, 10 users. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't remember. It was like, I can specify if it's XYZ, it does this instead. So that's fun. Now, obviously, I don't have my main sub alerts through the Twitch alert box. So it did a double. And as I was setting it up, I was like, oh, wait, I'm going to get double audio if I do this completely. So I made it so it didn't have audio. And didn't read the message out double, because that would be silly. But it does mean I might turn off some of the ones I haven't streamed all once. Just move that stuff all over to Twitch, because then it if it will only trigger one, right? That's fun. Obviously, I could also put custom, I did put a custom sound to it. I could if I had a different other one I wanted. So it's most of the events wouldn't happen twice anyway. It's like I'm a follow event. Only gonna ever happen once, but we could have some fun with that and play around with it. The other one is I don't know when they did this exactly, but I can now have custom alerts for the channel point redemptions with their own sounds and own visuals. Now, reason I looked at that specifically as well is because I don't think the sound alerts ones are working anymore. I couldn't remember. Oh wait, no, that one is working still. And it didn't work. The Twitch one didn't go off. Huh. Hold on, I'm gonna poke. I'm just curious. Alerts, here we go. Edit. So now that I know that that one works, I will probably not bother, but... Oh, it's not turned on. That's why. Would help if you turn those on, Clara. That one's still working, so that's fine. Oh. Then what I do... I do that. But do... make sure that's off. Well, actually, no, I wanted that. And remove this. Hold on. I want to just see if I can make this work, because this could be fun. Now this is going to show two things on screen, but it's fine. Ah, it's on cooldown. Alright, when that's not on cooldown in 30 minutes. If I deny it, does it go back? Is it still on cooldown? Yes. Okay. Either way, I can just send a test alert, but I don't think that works. But, yeah.
Clarify 1190 just redeemed chocolate.
Okay. I can do that for other alerts. I probably, since the sound alerts one is still working, I might switch it up and do that for some of the other channel point redemptions. But that means I can do some very fun stuff, hopefully. I just have to play with it some more. Anyhow, it was fun because I was like, which one is the right one for the charity stuff? I gotta make sure it all plays correctly. What was I gonna do? I know you guys don't know. Oh, right. At least to start off with. Which tree is it that I'm planning on using? It's the glow shrooms, right? End moss or end mycelium? Okay. Do I have more of those plants? Growing in here. Well, nope, it wasn't in that one. It was in this one. Oh, that's the one I put the mushrooms in. That's fine. I don't even know what I need those for technically anyway. I just realized I hadn't grown any and I was like, well. There's some dragon bone, mossy obsidian, and sing. You know what? We should grow one of these and see what it looks like. And rocks, this stuff. We'll go grow it somewhere away from everything though. Oh, I have plenty. I'll just like do it over here somewhere. Oh yeah, you can do it in this mess over here. Okay. Oop. That just looks cool in general, but... Ow! Actually, I think this will work in this area very well. Leaf. Okay. So... I need to put another one of these trees in. Over here. Now, I have a couple options. Oh, I should also grab the lichen. I don't want there to be a line exactly. Let's look at the map this way. So I kind of need to put one like here, I guess. But visually, it looks like there needs to be one like here. Maybe put like over there. It'll look okay. Because it can be this close, because I could also... I don't want to put it like right here, though. To be... The other option is put it here. I kind of feel like right here I should just put it over here because it, to be fair. Also, do I want this tree here? To be fair. There's a cave here. Do I need to clear stuff out for this? Or just plant it right here? Oh, it'll be fine. Look at me not putting it at either one of my temporary waypoints. Alright, which one of you trees is the problem? Okay. Never had that happen before. Maybe if I put it over. and try to break all this stuff. Okay. Granted, this area over here isn't lit up anyway. It's not very well. But the first part towards that goal is making sure this tree doesn't cause additional problems. I can put a couple lichen in this cave to help with that problem. Gotta make sure all lit up, and then we're gonna go look at it from over here. I honestly do think I need to put one over there, maybe just further back. I think if I fly to these, they'll disappear. A wild conkeldurr has appeared if anyone wants to try to catch it. Ah! I didn't mean to do it twice. Alright, so over... Hello! Yeah, so I think... Here. Which means this has to go. Which is going to take us a minute. But hey, more tree leaves. Yay. The problem with these dark oak trees is because of how they were placed in the world by the person who built this mod, I guess. Or something else. I don't know. They don't auto decay when you break all the logs. A glitch of some sort. But, yeah, a very annoying one. I learned that the hard way the first time I took one down. So I'd been haphazardly taking down the leaves and taking down all the logs, and then had a little bit of fun cleaning up. Afterwards. Not saying I'm not kind of doing that right now, but... Go up here. Good thing is this will open up a huge spot in the visual layers, I guess, in this area. This situation here is kind of crazy, actually. I also need to go through the new section and add some more of the purple trees as well. That's why I said gardening and building, because I think we're going to do a lot of tearing down and placing trees. Ironically, probably also what I'm going to be doing on Friday, but it's fine. We've got some foliage to mix in the new area, because we've got some different stuff that I've custom added to the biome. We not need to go over here. Okay, there we go. Do 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 do. Yes, plenty of room for a tree like this. Ow! Uh, yep, that looks much better. Alright, next on the agenda. Because I think I'll just focus on this area for now. So next on the agenda should be a mix of a couple things. Are they in here? Yes. Da, 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 Okay. Let me check. Yeah, these sections just those mushrooms. End moss, blue vines, an umbrella. Okay, so I need. Can I spread this? Don't remember. And then I think those grow naturally, and then I need the that's jungle vines. Blue vine seed, yes. I think I was making more of that. And I also need willow torches. Okay. It's blue vine seed. Mix some of that in, probably. Actually, I'm just gonna wait on trying to mix that stuff in until I do what I've already... Okay. I'm gonna guess that I already have the willow torches. Got at least got 116 of them. Well, now that I have like that many of those, I want to go back to doing this. The moment. And then we need the flowering oak trees as well. Because right now we mostly just have these blue trees and the red mushrooms actually in the village area. I think I need to replace some of these. We'll put a flowering. That's fine. Not ideal, but that's fine. This path is also gonna go this way. Up to here. I don't know exactly what's going there. I think... I want to make one of these a blue mushroom. Honestly. Let's do this. What I can do, even though I could just like regrow it. But other option. I do have the blocks. Okay, sure. Are those all threes? Or am I doing... Oh, they're all twos. Okay. Oh. Oh, I hear a friend. I want to do this so that it has the correct textures on the inside. Dang it. And then put some of this in. Like that. I think when I then do this, does it... Okay, interesting. Must have done that manually then. Yep. And then... Maybe here. Do... Didn't want that. And Moss Path? How do I undo that? Can I undo that now? Okay, well that's interesting. Um... And then I need at least one of these. Yep, perfect. Nope, not the same height. Alright, so one of these is going here. That's what that is. Alright, and then just to do... something like that. Is that how I did it? Oh, I left those on too. Okay. Perfect. And then I need to find a place to put one of these. I was actually want it here. So I kind of need a bigger tree here, I think. I need a bigger tree. What is this? That was a smaller tree. I had the same problem in the other spot where I was putting one of these. Do I really? I kind of do just need it to be bigger though. Hmm. Watch, I'm gonna get one of the bigger ones, and it's gonna go in the wrong direction. It's gonna go into the house. Okay, this isn't giving me a bigger one. We're gonna move on, because this could take forever. Okay, we'll just move on. I will fight with that later. I do think this should be a magic tree here. But it does feel like the space isn't greatly filled up. That almost feels too much. It's a situation where I would want to put a bigger tree in again, but... Just do something like this. Boop. Do. Thank you for the streak, Nordic Wolf. Welcome in. Alright. Just do a general, like, bone meal over here. So it does look like... Okay, well that's gonna all be inside the house, but fine. Please make the area feel a little... Okay, that's good. Probably need another blue mushroom area over there somewhere. Could put it like back there, I guess. Question is, do I leave this here open? Like that, maybe? Or do I put... I think I put another one of these here. Something like that. Want to give me plants, that's fine. Just do that. Do a mix of the purple and the orange. Okay. That definitely, I think, will work. Where should I put another purple tree? Gotta make sure there's enough purple trees to make it feel like they exist in this biome more than just on the main island. I definitely need to add more to the main island. Did I miss a section of... I'll have to fix that later. Maybe this tree. Do. What? Okay, well, I'm in the middle of streaming, so I'll probably eat later. I could get a big purple one. I probably. If I could get a big purple one. There's the if statement in that. Well, let's see. Start with, we'll put one over here. Gosh darn it. Not where I want one, but where I wouldn't mind it being a smaller one. Actually, I think that will work out, though. It's huge. Okay. Yep, that's there. Alright, Yes, of course it is. I want those to feel like they're just part of the, natural, like, vibes. I don't know if that made any sense. That they should look like they occur naturally, is what I guess I'm saying. I also want to add more of those white flowers that I have, but... Adding back in the flowers, except obviously not in front of that door. Okay, we'll put in... Definitely, I think... Here? That... It's eating a lot of bone meal. You know what? I will figure out exactly what the problem is later. Nope, not that many. Just one. boop, 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 boop. Hi, Mousy! I can see the bone meal was working on the bottom of the moss on the top. That's perfect. There we go. Thing like that. 50 minutes ago. Yeah, it has been 50 minutes already. Goodness. You said hi earlier. Oh, did you? Oh, right. Yeah. I'm tired. No. Yep. Clearly, I'm tired. Goodness. Okay. Let's see. What else do I need to do around here? Make it feel like it's supposed to. Let's take a look over here and just see if I can figure out what's missing exactly. Oh, I probably need to pull out some of those because I would have removed a bunch of them. Okay. Yeah, mainly the what are they called? Sprouts. I need sprouts. Butter. Those are going to be there. And also some of this. Oh, not that one. This one. Just one. And those. I can pull these back out if I think I want to place more of them. Okay. There we go. The terraform sections, I definitely have to do that a bit more. Because it's otherwise very obvious where I've done stuff versus where the land has been, you know, naturally done. Even though I'm probably going to remove some of it later when I do more terraforming and stuff. It's weird that the bone mealing doesn't really restore the clover, though. You would think it would. Oh, goodness. Where are they? I think I just spawned in another set. Whee! And this is a zombie villager. Alright. Nice thing is the wheel torches also glow. I've got a lot of glowy foliage to help me with my lighting problem. Okay, that'll work there. Definitely looks better. Mm-hmm. Oh, better. Okay, this one here, I think I want to put one of these in because this should go tall. Yeah, won't be a visually blocking tree. I think. Okay. The heck is this? Only give me small big trees when I don't want them necessarily? Goodness. I'll take it. Because what I could do is do that. And then there we go. A little bit of just like tree spam. The other tree I've been placing is this one here. But I don't know exactly where I want to put one of those yet. I'll probably replace one of the big dark oaks with one. That's what I have been doing. So I've got one there and one there. One there, one there. So probably this tree here, maybe? I do want to use more of these pink trees. I do have a question though. Mushroom fir log. Tenea. Somehow I don't think this is its natural trunk. Somehow I remember that when I did this. I just don't know how to incorporate those exactly, because I want to do a few more of the Sky Islands, but where, how, why? That part I haven't figured out yet. So instead of focusing on the focusing on that part, can work on the water part, which means I need not those. End lotus and end lilies, I think, are the two I need. I want to see what these look like. I put some of those around. Yeah, I went in and added these in quite a few different places throughout main area. I still have a little bit more work to do. Make sure it feels like complete, like part of the environment. To be fair, it doesn't need to feel like it's naturally part of the environment. It just needs to feel like it's consistent. The reason I say that is technically it's probably just a side effect of the amount of magic in the area. So like it doesn't have to be natural to start with. Okay. I think these are all just end lotuses. Where do I have the other? Oh, okay. Is that the other end lilies? Yeah, okay. Do want some end lilies. But I don't have too many of them over here to begin with. There we go. Very pretty. Okay. What I need to do is make sure that this feels balanced, because like there needs to be bits on each side. I think right around the bridge. It's actually not, like on this side, it's not bad on the coverage. This side definitely needs help. You can kind of tell where I ran out of bone meal originally. I wouldn't be bone mailing them, except they don't seem to grow on their own otherwise. Okay, good. We've got a decent balance of colors. Okay. So they'll definitely be in this area here. Pretty heavily, actually. Except for the fact that this area is quite deep. Need to be mindful. Oh, those are in a straight line. Do this instead. Oh, that one's not gonna grow there. Didn't mean to do that. I'll put one like here. Hoping to get a flower out of this one, maybe. Yeah, at least that one has a flower. Here we go. The only problem is it does tend to, like, not pick the colors I want where I want them. Kind of annoying. I thought I was about to get attacked or something. Okay, I don't want two of the same. least those are two different colors. Goodness gracious, the same heights over and over again. Do this, and then this. These are such bone meal hawks, my goodness. Okay. I may come back and edit that a smidge. But it's a start. Come on. Do 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 do. That works perfectly there. Kind of feel like need to look at it from over here. I feel like as long as there's some, I don't need it everywhere. I will at some point probably need to like redo some of the terraforming under here as well to make the end stone not as obvious. Do do do. Actually. That can't grow there because of how blocks work. Perfect. Alright, there is like a gap here. So we can do gaps. I want to do like one on this side, I think. Ah, not that. It's like one here. Yeah, there we go. Also have these purple leaves I need to put in some of the water. Yeah, that looks much better, I think. Because part of the problem I was looking at the lake earlier, and part of the problem felt like the lily pad things were only on the one side. And now it looks more consistent, and it feels like both sides of it are part of the same thing, I guess. definitely looking good, I think. Might be doing too much, to be honest. I might be doing too much. But like... Pretty. Okay. Oh, both sides of the village seem to have that down pretty well. Probably should work on the path a bit. So that would be quartz brick slabs. Which means I probably make that. Might get away with not visiting the villagers today. Maybe. Do this. The thing is, I'm getting it from a 3-wide path to a 2-wide because here, 2-wide. Just do this. Think will work. And obviously this goes to here. After that, it should be, dang it, fairly straightforward. Okay. Need to grab some of these grass blocks. Well, the thing is, I haven't been keeping the paths super straight in the other areas. But in the village, it kind of feels like I should. I don't know if that's just me. It's fine. That. Let me just go here. And then here, I gotta pick which side. We're leaning towards having... It's funny, I put a 3-wide thing and I want to put a 2-wide path through it, but... Nah, I think I want to do it this side. Do, 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 do. And we'll put this here instead of there because I don't want it right next to the house. Try to avoid that if we can. There's a wild Arcuda in chat if anyone wants to catch it. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I think this works. Da 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 da. Like that. Well, that tree clearly still needs to go. Hmm. Now I am just gonna pull this over like this, just so that that part is easy. Nope, this, put the door back. Okay, well clearly this tree needs to go, but what other trees are part of this? Ah, there seems to be 3 of them. Okay. Get rid of these. And that should now be disconnected from everything, so it should decay on its own. Perfect. Thing like that. Now, these 2 trees also need to go, I think. Based on my observations, these are also in the way of the path. But I'm gonna put in another tree further back, I think. I'm gonna put in a couple more. Grab like a couple of those. And a couple of these. I have to wait till these despawn though. Which means I'm gonna speed up the process a smidge. Perfect excuse to gather more of these leaves so I can build with them later. One way or another. So I think we want like a tree there. Not too close to the house. Do I need to move it over one? I feel like it needs to be over one. I kind of need to wait for that to despawn, don't I? Because with my luck, I'll get a giant one, and then it'll go over there. Okay, perfect. Start with this. Perfect. Trees, trees, and more trees. All exactly where I need them to be and not where I don't need them to be. I definitely feel like this is going to get terraformed right here. Why are we picking on the leaves? Because I needed to move some trees. And to place the new trees, I need the old tree leaves to go away. Might as well also do the terraforming right now while I'm here. Yeah, that's the level I'm gonna do this at. Like that. Depending on what I end up doing, I could probably put a couple trees closer, but the likelihood is there's going to be more buildings. So these trees may even get moved. We will see. Hope all is well, ready for the summer season. No, I'm melting. Quite literally, actually, ironically, it's so hot this week. I think I want to put a tree in here. Is that crazy? Of course, this tree wouldn't be simple. I know what I'll do. Okay. Once I fix this mess, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put in one of the blue trees in here and take that blue tree away and put the purple one there. First, remove these. Alright, better. Or do I want to leave those both blue? It's curious why we turned to dirt. The tree grew and broke it with the leaves. No, we don't have the seasons mod. It would be interesting, but Yeah, the tree broke it. You know, because that's what trees do. Tree leaves 100% break wheat. Might leave it. Can't say you're enjoying seasons. I feel like it would work in certain playthroughs, like certain mod packs, but I feel like in others it wouldn't. But also the problem is, outside of like snow being pretty, winter is not a pretty season, so then like my builder brain would be upset. I'd be like living in that darn mesa all over again. Not that I didn't have fun living in that darn mesa, but when it came to green things, my choices were very, very, very limited. It was like azalea, moss, or brown. We made it work though, because to be honest, with the alien themed of a, Star Wars theme, you can kind of just go alien plants instead. Oh look, there's coral everywhere. Oh wow, I guess that's plants. I like the hot and cold season that require some thought if it was too much. I like the hot and cold seasons that require some thought. Yeah. See, I could see, like, if I was getting like really into certain mod types, I feel like it would be fun. But I also just really enjoy this setup we have right now. So like, I don't think I'm planning on. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not planning on playing, but I wouldn't imagine I'm going to end up building a whole another modded server. Things like carrying an ice block or a lantern and seeking covering and stuff. See, that's different than it affecting your builds. And I could definitely see that in more of a, oh, what is it? Roguelike, what I'm thinking of? In more of a, like, going out and adventuring and doing, like, okay, to be fair, I do this on the server. Going out and adventuring and dungeoning is, like, the whole point of the playthrough. Or the like, mod pack. Not that we don't have elements of that here, obviously. But not nearly as much as we could. I do shoot. Well, I do summon lightning when I get attacked sometimes. So, I still need to. I want to find a magic, like an actual magic mod that we can work with at some point. The shocking experience meeting you there. Yeah, I had that effect on people. To be fair, punched me. So like, he earned the lightning shock. You don't really get shocked by lightning. Don't punch me when I'm underneath an open sky. It's just how that works. Yeah, I'm liking where this is going. It's fun to have a variety of build options. Oh goodness. Oh, and hi, Jalen. I realized I was responding to you and not saying hi. I'm a professional something. Sometimes. Okay, I need to fix that. Hold on. I do have enough. Perfect. Do, 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 do. I feel like we do this instead, and then Do, 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 do. I think that works. Yeah, that looks good. I do still love this design for the bridge. Like, it's based off the other design. It's like the second or third variant of this bridge. But I think it really works. Contrasts well with the land and kind of matches but doesn't match the water. That part's on accident, actually. A wild Tyrunt is in chat if anyone wants to catch it. It looks like a T-Rex. I was about to say Tyrex, and I was like, that's not right. Looking forward to more time at home. You finally approved for salary and you start your vacation Friday. Nice, nice. Yeah, I have a 4-day weekend this weekend. I'm excited. And I think we're doing at least like s'mores and stuff on Saturday, so that's gonna be fun. Excuse me. Yeah, this is honestly, I think it doesn't quite feel right yet, but I think part of that is because like it hasn't sat like I haven't sat with it for a bit. So I think it needs some time. It probably also needs some like villagers. We're flying up to the Boston area for a large family camping trip. Ooh, fun. Make sure to take plenty of water, but fun. Or get plenty of water. You know what I mean. Cause, oi, this weather. I imagine it's going to be hot there. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, well, if they're just gonna pester me. Your grandmother's a matriarch and still goes at 87? Good for her. Good for her. Mama's mentioned earlier, she's like, I think it might be too hot for s'mores. And I was like, no. We just don't need to make a big fire. It's fine. I was like, can we just make enough of a fire to smelt marshmallows? We don't have to stand by it, other than the person watching it, obviously. We don't have to, like, you know, don't need a blaze for very long, and, So, it's fun. I think I found, assuming I can still get them when I go to do my Walmart order tonight for tomorrow, I found star-shaped marshmallows. Now, those could be a disaster for s'mores, or they could be fun. Okay, they're gonna be fun anyway, or they could be really, like, perfect. I don't know. But I'm like, when else am I gonna have a good excuse to get some fun marshmallows? The graham cracker outside with the marshmallow and chocolate are for 5 minutes and done. True. we just we'll have to be careful about the chocolate because the chocolate will just melt on its own. We're gonna have to leave the chocolate inside. Nah. We'll just have to be careful. Certainly today. My gosh. Yeah, you guys excuse for a fun marshmallow. True. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I was late for stream because other than the fact that I think my stream start time might need moved to 7. Um it was so hot and my car was struggling. So I didn't get cold air out of my car. I had the AC up and I had it running, but I didn't get cold anything until I was probably almost home. So I was like, I don't feel great. I'm gonna see if it goes away before I start streaming. It's like if I'm grumpy, I have a headache. It's not the best for streaming. Yeah, I'll have to send you guys a picture of the marshmallows. It was hot here until the 4 storms hit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've got extreme heat warnings. Um, so that's fun. I mean, it's sunset right now, and it's 90. So. When am I extreme? Well, see, here's the thing. It's not unusual for it to get this hot this time of year. That doesn't mean I appreciate it. Anything above, like, honestly, anything above, like, 75, 75, 80. If it's 80, I'm slightly upset. But I'd rather deal with 80 than I would 106, so. Worse with the humidity. Exactly, exactly. Because it feels like I'm getting steamed. Wish I had Dragon's Converter right now. Hold on. Open the window I have for this instead. Yeah, 86. Yeah. 30 Celsius is 86 Fahrenheit. Yeah. That's what it, like, somewhere in the 80s. It goes from, like, okay, I don't want to be outside for too long. It's kind of uncomfortable to, ew. No. Meanwhile, I think our high tomorrow is 41 Celsius. Which, actually, I can check. Hold on. Okay. It's been going up and down, though. Oh, no, it only says 101 now. I don't know if I believe it, though. But yeah. Houston pretty much stays around 100 degrees Fahrenheit for what they consider 101 days of summer. Ouch. Don't go. Well, yeah, but that's Texas. I feel like that's expected. 72 feels like 88 currently. Ouch. Calling for 95 degrees tomorrow. Eek. Exactly. I say pretty much between 75 and 95% humidity. Yeah, I don't know what the percentage of humidity is here, but it's not great. Especially with what, like, I mean, I don't know if this makes any difference whatsoever. I think it does. We had, like, a few days of really, like, heavy rain, right? Or at least consistent and then some heavy rain. And then we have 2 really hot days. And it feels like it that those things are correlated with how intense everything is. No, that might just be me wishing it just wouldn't be this intense, but, you know. Wishful thinking, really. I only put the one path in. You can technically go the other ways, but just like stepping outside and sweating a shower. Yeah, exactly. Wasn't that bad. Like okay, it was really hot, but there have been days when I've like walked outside and like the humidity just like hits you in the face. Takes your breath away for a second. Wasn't that bad today. It was just really hot. Thought I ordered pizza for dinner. No complaints from you. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go find out what's for dinner here in a second. Mom made something. I was just in the middle of streaming, so. Like, let me put it this way. Normally I leave my water bottle, like my water. No, it's not a bottle. It's my water, my drink. Didn't have to stop on the way home. Nice. I normally leave my drink in my backpack, like side cup holder thing, and don't have it where I can just like easily get to it. On the way home, I did today. I was like, you know what? We're gonna switch the empty thermos and water bottle situation. Don't. Okay. You have fun with that. Yeah. It's like I'm gonna need this to cool off on the way home. Cause my goodness, was it hot. I even started my car early and cracked the windows a little bit before I got out there. I do think that helped. But either way. You kind of miss having a camelback water bag sometimes. Well, I think we basically lived with one of those in the military. Yeah. Guess that makes sense. I think that's going to be it for me today, though, because the headache is coming back a little bit. I'm tired already, and it's only 9. Thank you guys for hanging out and chatting and stuff. Details for the charity stream stuff is in the Discord. I can post the incentives thing actually. I didn't. I just posted like when. But I did not post the incentives list. I can do that. I will do that. Actually, you know what? Before I even, because I'm about to get up and go get food. I'll come right back to my computer, obviously. Well, I guess it's not obvious to y'all. Anyhow, I'll go ahead and put that there so I remember to do that. But yeah, that'll be fun on Friday. We're gonna do a longer stream. Another reason I'm not like pushing to go further tonight because I don't want to out Minecraft. I don't want to out garden and terraform myself today. Because we're doing a bunch of that on Friday for the charity stuff. I have it all set up right now. Hopefully it all works. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, that's one of the things I was doing when I added some of the other fun alerts. I also made sure all the charity ones are working and all the things. Scheduled the event for the badge. So that should all be, assuming it works the first time. Of course, that should all be working for Friday. But thank you all for hanging out and for all the stuff and things. Thank you, Mousy, for the gifts up to Dragon, of course, as always. And I will see you all on Friday for some fun chaos. A little earlier than normal because I have the day off. So one of the reasons we're doing the charity stream at that point. Doing it a little bit early. To go a little bit longer. Night. Bye, chat. Oh, should I check for somebody to raid? Hold on. I forget that has something we do. It's something we do here sometimes. I think I rated Cat last time. Didn't I? Yeah, I did last week.